Hey everybody, how are you this Wednesday? It's time for Paint Talk. I'm going to have my guest on here, Miss Debbie Beard, who's the owner of DIY Paint, as well as Debbie's Design Diary. We are going to play around with her new product. They're making powders from DIY, and very soon your retailers will be shipping them to you. Hello Lisa, hello Papa Mac and Irene. I'm so glad you're here. My guy is in Texas for baseball with Holden. And so Debbie Beard is joining me tonight. Delisa's here and Amber's here. Hey, everybody. This was a painting I started last week when I was at a chapel. It looks like a horse. Did not plan that at all. It's not going to stay a horse. I don't know how to do a horse. But I do have all of my samples have come in the mail. So for those of you that have been waiting on the DIY pigments, I have them all here. Debbie Beard is going to actually be joining me. I'm not sure what project she has, but I have mixed up a little concoction in my bottle, and I'm going to be, I don't know, we're just going to create something. I'm going to play around. I have Big Top, which is our top coat, so I want to make a glaze. I have some white paint. I have some brushes, bowls, water, the caddy, a new brush that I can't wait to tell you about. That's going to be available for Paint Pixie called the Coach. I believe Debbie is here now. Yumiko, I see you guys. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
I know. Sorry, I'm not totally prepared, but I think I've got it together.
You are completely fine. Lisa Dixon says, I've pre-ordered my pigments. Great, you guys. Those of you that have pre-ordered from me, there have been like 3 or 4 of you that have ordered your pigments through me. We do have to wait to ship them. So I don't actually have them in. We are taking pre-orders. I placed an order, and then it's I don't want to say first come, first serve, because they're not, I don't think they're going to run out, but you do want to contact your local retailer or myself, and you can get your order placed, and they will ship out just as soon as we are allowed to. Janet from Another Planet said, well, hello, Debbie, the canvas artist.
Sort of.
Does that feel good?
It's fun. I'm trying to figure out how to get my canvas. It's like opposite world here.
Yeah, it is opposite world. I'm just sitting on the floor. I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm just sitting down here. I have so many things. I have all of these fabulous pigments that you've sent me to play with.
Yes.
I mixed up an original color. I feel like I might be the first one to do this with this particular, because I took 2 of our pigments and did half and half.
Oh, nice. What did you make?
Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to squirt it all over this thing here in just a second and see what you think. So I took half of your Van Gogh and your Plant Lady, half and half. And I mixed it in water, Deb. And I don't know, it looks like a beautiful leaf green.
It totally does.
It's just, you know, because I have to, like, you know, I got to play around and mix all kinds of different things. So, I mean, it looks like it will be pretty good. It's very concentrated. And so I kept watering it down and watering it down and watering it down because it's extremely concentrated.
Yes. I just love how fearless you are. I'm like,
so a little goes a long way.
Yep.
It's a really great leaf green. What I looked at, because I got it in my bowl before I rolled it into my bottle, and it looks so much like Fancy Farm Girl as far as the shade, but it's more intense. So if you're familiar with the DIY paint colors, it's just like Fancy Farm Girl, but it's more intense. This is just, it's like a little pigment lab. I'm just dissecting all these beautiful pigments that DIY has offered.
It is kind of like a experimental lab, that's for sure.
Oh yes, just get it on there.
Okay, well.
So what are you up to?
I just sketched out a flower. This is not like everything I've done so far has been from an exact tutorial, and I just went on Pinterest and I found a flower that I thought would be simple enough to do palette knife wise.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, because you suggested palette knife. You said palette knife is good for beginners.
Yeah.
So And I really love the way my palette flower turned out that I did earlier this week. So I'm gonna roll with that and maybe add some pigments in. But
awesome. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Michelle. Buddy's here. Katrina's here. Joe is here. Betty, Mary, Rob is here. Val Ward. Everybody, thanks for being here. Yes. Joanna's here. Irma. Hi, Irma. Thanks for showing up and being here. And Debbie, show them your canvas that you did.
Well, I've never painted without a reference, so I'm going to use this a little bit as a reference, like at least for the color combination.
Okay.
I feel like even if your painting may not be the best, like if you love the colors in it, color is so happy that it helps me like to use colors that I really love the combinations.
Yeah.
It keeps me going.
So what are some of your favorites?
I love navy and pink, like deep magenta with navy and yellow, like, and then navy and orange. I love that. But like, and then I love all the aqua colors. So I think that like this is pretty much my favorite, every favorite color that I have right here.
It's awesome. And it's bigger than I thought it was from your photo. That's a really good size.
It's so funny because I just went to Michael's and I bought these really thin ones because I just thought they were going to be practice throwaways. And then I painted that one and I gave it to my sister for her birthday yesterday.
Aww.
And I was like, she loved it. And I was kind of wishing that I had painted it on a different canvas, but that's all right.
Oh, that's all right. Matt made a great frame video. If your dad wants to make a frame, he can build one.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm using Date Night, and I just poured it into beadboard. I'm starting off. I'm just going to use a little bit, like a little tiny bit, and then just see how much deeper I want to go. But this is the first time I've actually opened up the DIY pigments, you guys, that just came in yesterday. Several of you that ordered, I promise we'll get them shipped. They're on pre-order only on my website, but they are available. And a lot of our retailers already have them up on their websites, but they don't have them in their store yet. They can't have them in their store until when, Deb?
Well, I'm waiting to hear back from our warehouse to see, like, they've been madly bottling up the pigments. And so once they say, okay, we're ready to ship, then I'll know, like, transit time would be like for the furthest away retailer would be 5 days. So as soon as he says we're going to start, then I will set the release date. But right now I don't want them to freak out too much because we got a huge response on those pigments. Like pretty much every retailer I think has a nice supply of pigments coming.
That's great. So they'll be your retailers are going to be representing.
They are.
Okay, so guys, this is Date Night. It's the bright red and it's mixed with a white paint. I haven't added any water because I still want it pretty thick. But this is the delicious pink color that I have. It's kind of a bubble gum.
Oh, that's good.
And I plan on using all of these at our workshop next week. Can you believe I'm going to see you in a week?
I'm so excited.
I am too, girl. It's so much cooler there than it is here.
It is? It's been really hot.
Sister, it's 91 here. It's been so hot, she says. What is it, 72?
No, it feels like we've had to turn on the fans and everything.
Okay. Well, I think it'll be good. It looks like you guys are going to have great weather, so I'm looking really forward to it. Everybody that's coming, I think you'll be able to dress very comfortably during the day and maybe just throw on a little sweater. Jamie says it's almost 100 there too. Yeah, we're getting some heat, aren't we?
Jamie Ray?
Jamie says, yeah, it's almost 100 there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, so I've got this pinky red color, which I'm loving this. This is definitely one. I think I'm going to leave this shade before. I don't think I'm going to put anything else in it. I'm going to leave that there.
That's so good. You know, another favorite new combination that I love is like that pink with Monet's Garden, like a deep green with that pink. Oh,
Okay,
that's
here
so
we
good.
go. That's good right there. You're right. I've got Monet's Garden right here. Okay, I'm going to set that there because I'm going to add some flowers onto this. I just put some color down. This was acrylic that I worked on last week. It's just been sitting there. But you know my favorite's Pool Party, right? Like you know that without asking.
Does Gavin know about Pool Party?
Yeah. I don't know if he knows, but he's coming. He's coming to see us. So
does he know he's coming?
He does know he's coming.
Oh, yay.
Gavin's mom surprised him, and Gavin's dad is going to bring him to our workshop, the VIP and the workshop.
I'm so excited.
Great kid. Great kid. So, yes, we do still have a few tickets. Oh my gosh. This elixir is, okay.
I know. That's amazing.
It's my favorite. Yeah, this is my favorite.
I'm going to bust out those pigments.
So I want you to look at this, guys, nice and close. Get a load of this. And if I add this to Blue Iris, I might even make that even brighter.
Yeah.
I also have some Big Top. I want to mix it into some of our Big Top and make a glaze.
Yes, so you can do that. You can do it with the wax too. You can like just dip your brush in the wax when if your background is dry, and then just smear it across and then spray it a little bit to set it in.
Okay.
I like doing that. I just keep finding new ways.
Great ideas. Are any of the other, I know, right, Val? Oh, I lost my train of thought. That's so bad.
I don't know how you even talk and paint at the same time. It takes all of my concentration.
Ooh, this is beautiful. You guys, did you happen to see my new scarves that I released this morning? I had to go live this morning already because I got so excited about all my new silk scarves. I have 50 scarves.
Yes, I saw some of those on my way here, and I was like, oh, those are so beautiful.
Thank you. I love the silk scarves, and so I made a video for the journal of me actually wrapping my head and doing different styles around my hair, my ponytail, and my messy bun. So my messy bun didn't look quite so messy anymore. But yeah, I was just playing around with them. Okay, so this blue is just in the beadboard, and it's kind of similar to our Water Girl, but it's brighter. It has more of an intensity to it.
Oh, which one is that?
This is Elixir.
Oh,
just in the white. So,
Dionne, I have a question for you.
Sure.
So, I've never done this canvas thing until recently.
Yeah.
What I like about it is you get more immediate satisfaction, and you can like I can wake up in the morning and give myself 2 hours and get a painting done before I even go start my day at the store.
Absolutely.
Which I can't really do that with furniture. But the problem is that once I get started, I just kind of want to lock the door, turn off my phone, pretend that I don't have other things to do, and just keep painting. How do you feel that way ever?
Oh, many times I get frustrated when I know I have to stop, or it does kind of trigger frustration when you know you have to stop. And so I've just kind of got to where it's not a new feeling anymore. But Debbie, I typically will just allow, I don't paint every day. And so I just kind of schedule, literally on my schedule, I will put down like Thursday from 1 to 4 painting. And so I have to kind of schedule it in and just know. And then I look forward to it all week. And when I get that time, also, when I come on my lives, I know I get to paint. So I'm always encouraged to do lives because that's when I get to paint.
Yeah, that's how I feel about my YouTube videos, because I feel like life can get so busy, and so then I get to make stuff, for the videos, and I tell myself, well, this is my job, I have to do it.
Yes, and I know that when people need me or I have phone calls or stuff I have to do, it's like I know I have to stop, so it does make it easier when people are expecting me. Debbie, I want to show you this right here.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Okay, we're going to go like this.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing some of that. I just want to get this back.
I'm gonna start doing that. That is so good. I'm gonna water it down just a little bit, but it's definitely it's a similar color to Water Girl, but it's much brighter. Excuse me, not Water Girl. Water Lily. I had the Water Girl in my hand. Jamie says painting is the best job. Yep.
So I have a interesting but sort of sad story to tell you.
Oh, do you really have to tell me if it's sad?
Well, yeah, because I think you'll appreciate the story.
All right, I want to hear it.
This customer came in and she lives on Coronado Island, which I don't think you've been to when you come to visit, but it's this beautiful little island, and they have a famous hotel called the Hotel Del. And she was telling me, she was looking at my paintbrush chandelier, and she was saying that she ran into a friend who his mother was a famous artist and painted, like, very well known in Coronado, and painted a lot of pictures of the hotel. And she had recently passed away, and he's mentioning to her, oh man, we just had to throw all of her brushes and her palettes. She had hundreds and hundreds of palettes caked with paint and paint brushes, and we just had to throw them all away, and it was really hard to do that. And she's sitting there going, I would have snatched those up. Like, those are, to me, the palettes and the tools are almost as beautiful as the art. And I'm just like, what? Like, I guess they had an estate sale, but they threw away her art supplies. Like, I'm sure they didn't throw her work away. Like, apparently she's very well known. I didn't ask what her name was, but oh my gosh, whenever I go to a flea market or any place, I dream of finding art supplies.
Why? I don't understand why they wouldn't think to save this stuff or give it.
I guess because, like, when it's your family, like, you know, for me, when I make something, I pretty much have to, like, pull my family by the hand and make them stop what they're doing and look, and they're like, oh yeah, Debbie, that's cool, you know, and I'm just like, ugh. Total strangers give me more, like, you know, they stop and look at my work longer than you do. And it's like, well, you know, that's what you do. You do it all the time. So I think, you know, there's like a verse in the Bible that says a prophet is never known in his own hometown. And so for them, it probably just was like, yeah, it's mom. That's what she did. And
yeah, they were tired of looking at mom's mess around the house, I suppose, huh?
Maybe. I would have loved to.
Man, that is just really disappointing. I just kind of want to point my finger at them and say, bad.
I know.
All right. Well, I love this new pink color that we have, guys. What I think I might do is pour those two pink and that red and that blue together, but I'm going to wait to do that. I want to make one more color. And I think the one I'm curious about is the patchouli.
Oh yeah, the patchouli.
It kind of has an orchid color to it, you know, with that pink.
I have a top that color. I think you do too.
We have the same top that color. I believe you cut the bottom of yours off, maybe, or the sleeves.
Not that one.
Okay. I need to get that top out.
I know, me too.
I have to be careful when I have to be careful when I pack and come see you.
Yeah, we probably could duplicate our wardrobes.
So I had given Cammie a gift certificate for her birthday, and she's been saving it. And so she texted me yesterday, and she goes, I finally found the perfect dress. I went to put it in my cart, and I realized it said Ode to Dionne. And that's the dress. That was the dress she picked.
Oh, that's so funny.
I was like, well, you have good taste. Look at you.
We have a lot of Ode to Dionne dresses now. Like, we just ordered a whole bunch of really cute. There's a beautiful turquoise one that I should show you before we're done. I know it's going to sell like crazy.
Do you already have it in?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you should.
You want to see it?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, for sure. I can't tell really what you're working on. I do want to see it, though.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, they've asked kind of what you're working on because you're concentrating so much.
It's just another palette painting. I'm just trying to get the background in, and then I'm going to start playing with the pigments, but I just want to lay the background down.
Okay. all right. Thank you, Michelle. I see you posting the links for everybody. You guys can pre-order the pigments now on my website or your local retailer, whoever you order from. I'm assuming Jamie may have them on there.
Oh yeah, everybody's got them, I think.
These are the most beautiful shades, guys. If you will take some white paint, pour it out, and you want to do a beautiful bright pastel, use the patchouli, use the elixir, and use the date night. And those three together, well, I think you're going to see me use these quite a bit.
I have to say, I love your palette knives.
They're like strong and powerful.
Yeah, they're good.
Someone said, what's the difference in them? But it's easy for me to tell you that they're heavier than the other ones that I had before this, but the neck is really strong on these, you guys. So you can kind of feel like you're going to have these for many, many years. Yes, happy birthday to Gavin's mom, Michelle. That's right. Her birthday's today.
Oh, happy birthday, Gavin's mom.
Okay. All right. So let me put some of this color on here. All right. Does anybody have any questions? If you have, maybe they were just overcome and overwhelmed with the loss. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, that's true too.
I got some palette knives at an estate sale, and today I was using them, and they are kind of flimsy. Yeah, these are definitely not. A lot of ladies like to use the plastic ones because they are flimsy and they feel like they're the more flexible, but I can't do those plastic ones.
I saw a tutorial where someone was painting with like spatulas, like artist spatulas that were rubbery and flexy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that would be fun because sometimes I scratch with the palette knives in a place where I don't want to scratch.
Those are, I have a couple of them, but one of them is a catalyst, and it's a 4-inch catalyst. Oh, I love this color over this. Yes. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to get some Monet's Garden out as I'm layering my colors. Debbie, you see, I'm just making marks, but I'm trying to pull them into a color that kind of looks like it might be a flower.
Yeah. I just really admire the way you just paint without any reference. Like, that seems so scary to me. I need something to go by. But.
Well, it's kind of like me following a recipe to cook something, Debbie. It doesn't go over very well. And I put more stress on myself by trying to make something look like something.
Yeah.
And then if I can just use my imagination, it's way more enjoyable and it's less stress. It's kind of like a custom order if I know it's supposed to look like something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I get that. I don't like custom orders for that reason.
Do you ship the palette knives to an APO? Vanessa, I am so sorry. What is an APO?
Oh, I know.
Tell me.
Yeah. An APO is when someone's in the military, they're in a different country, but you can ship it like it's in the United States if you use the US Post Office. So it's just an extra form to fill out, but you can still use your USPS priority mail rates. It's not crazy expensive. And it's like a special address that they give our military so that they can receive things without the hassle of shipping international.
Then I believe I do, because I'm almost positive we've done that before. Now that you said that, I remembered a couple of orders that we've done that with.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So you won't be able to get the pigments on the DIY paint website. You will have to go through one of the retailers' websites, and they'll eventually have them in their stores and on their shelves also.
Yep.
Okay, I need a little more of this I don't even know what to call it. Okay, lilac maybe? Patchouli mixed in white. We got a lilac going on.
Oh. That's very, very pretty.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm gonna highlight the tips of my flowers. And then I'm gonna get some Monet's Garden here, and then we can shape it and bring in a whole bunch of dimension. I'm just using the Little D brush. I also have my mop brush and my VIP, and then this green that I made in the very beginning is half and half Plant Lady, and the Van Gogh. And it makes a
What do you
really, do what?
What do you think of the names?
Oh, the names are gorgeous. I knew they would be good.
Crystal actually thought of several of the names. She thought of Van Gogh, Patchouli, Date Night.
Oh, they're
Let's see
just,
if there's one more that she thought of.
Yeah.
I thought of Plant Lady. I liked it. Kenise was here when I thought of Plant Lady, and she's like, no. Yes.
no. No, it's good. It's good. And I love Van Gogh. So
Yeah.
got some of that Monet's Garden with your pinks and reds in here that we've made. Did you say you traced that out on a canvas before?
Oh yeah, that's what helps me is like having a little sketch so that I don't get off track.
So did you say you found yourself in your house just wanting to paint on canvas and wanting the rest of the world to leave you alone?
Yeah, well this one I had put the background down the night before and I almost was going to throw it away. I'm like, oh, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. There's no saving this. And then I woke up and I gave myself a couple hours. I always wake up pretty early, usually between 5:30 and 6:30. And I looked at it and I'm like, just finish the tutorial and maybe it will surprisingly turn out. And so I did. And oh my gosh, it just looked, I was so happy with it. I'm like, this can't even be real. Like this actually looks like something that I would hang on my own wall.
Aww.
And then I'm like, well, what else could I paint? I had to get ready to go to work. So I had to stop, but I'm like, oh, this is why people like doing this.
Mine is so much after I do a live, like tonight, I may want to keep working on this, but I'll tell everybody, or it'll already be 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and I know I should go do something else or get ready for the next day or something. But there on the weekends, it's hard. Matt will come in here and say, so you coming to bed or,
Yeah, well, that's when you get all the fun stuff done is after everybody's in bed and the phone stops ringing and
Yeah, 100% yes.
nobody's interrupting or asking you questions. That's right.
That's
The
right,
good part.
All right, so this is just the white beadboard right over the Monet's Garden, and I'm creating a third color.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Thanks. Do you have a piece of furniture for me to paint next week?
Yes, I'm going to.
I'm dying to see what I'll be painting so I can get an idea.
I'll go to my favorite spot and start sending you pictures.
Okay, awesome. I can't wait.
I'll be prepared. Ellie was a little worried today because I have an appointment tomorrow for a consultation for a laser peel.
Is that really necessary?
Yeah. And then Ellie's like, well, are you going to get it done before the class? Because remember what happened last time. And I'm like, well, maybe, I might be recovered by then.
Maybe she says. Maybe she says, you guys.
So if people come to the class and my face is all swollen, that's why. But my friend, I don't think you've ever met my friend Erin. She's a high school friend.
You've talked about her, but I have not met her yet.
Well, I hadn't seen her in 5 years, and she showed up on Monday. We had coffee, and I see her for the first time in 5 years, and she looks amazing. And I'm like, her skin just had like that glassy quality, and she had gotten this laser treatment done to her face, and I'm like, holy crap, that's like the most beautiful results I've ever seen. So then I started Googling it.
So are you going to use the same person?
Yeah. Like this is a dermatologist that she's gone to since high school. And I started Googling her and the procedure. But get this. This is the scary part.
Oh God, Debbie.
They take metal contact lenses, or like they're not actually, they look like contact lenses, and they stick them under your eyelids because when they laser your eyelid skin, they don't want to damage your eyeballs.
Well, that's awfully nice of them.
Doesn't that sound so frightening?
Yes, and you're signing up for it anyway.
Yeah.
Gosh, Debbie. You're very trusting, apparently.
Well,
Oh my gosh. I'm sure that I will be more inclined to do that at some point. I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Well, when I went in to do my laser hair stuff, they were like, we could take some of those spots off your face. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, aren't you special that you can take some spots off my face?
That's what this does. They literally like fry your face off and you grow new skin. And it gets rid of all the spots and like the large pores and the little baby lines.
Yeah, I just told them I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. Like I can't mentally get there, but I'll see you in some years, maybe down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this girl, I've worn sunscreen my entire life. My mom was like the sunscreen Nazi when we were little. And I still am the one, she doesn't have any age spots or anything. And I'm the one with them because Anne says, fry your face off, because she's just got that, beautiful olive skin like you do that tans by walking outside. And that doesn't work for me. It never has.
Yeah. I have not been as nice to my skin as I should have been. So.
Yep. Well, let's see. So this is just the red date night in Big Top. Okay. So this is new and I'm just playing with it and mixing it up because I wanted a different consistency, Debbie.
I like it.
So I'm just kind of playing around. All of these colors are mixed with the pigments, you all, except for the Monet's Garden. And
have you tried the gold wax yet?
Not yet. Let's get that out here in a second.
That's good stuff.
Good.
You can actually, like, I used it with one of your artist brushes and painted with it, like little fine lines and stuff with the gold. Oh, it's so pretty.
Do you have any new videos coming out?
There's one uploading right now. It might be ready to go, actually.
And what are you doing in this video?
An amazing mirror, and I'm telling a story about being on Extreme Home Makeover.
Oh.
It's a funny story.
Does it include a particular gentleman?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
I just need to hit the publish button on this. Thanks for reminding me.
Of course. Go ahead and publish that beauty so we can all watch it tonight before we go to bed.
Yep. Okay. It's up. It officially just went up.
Well, okay.
Not that anybody should leave this because you can watch that later.
You guys, when we were talking about skincare, I want to remind you that Jamie's skincare program that she has on her website is so good, and it is my new favorite. I have finding that I want to use the oil like all over my body, and I've already reordered it. The face wash, I wash my face in the shower, like when I bathe every night, and then I take my makeup off, and I put her toner on, and then she has a like an oil, and then she has a really heavy honey cream. It's fantastic.
It is? Oh, I gotta try it. She said she was gonna send me some. So I don't know what happened.
Jamie, hello.
Yo, Jamie.
Yo, James.
I'm gonna need that cream after I fry my face off.
You're freaking everybody out.
Oh my gosh. And my friend showed me, like, she took pictures of herself every day afterwards. And bad. Like your face swells up like a balloon. Like you.
And you're doing this tomorrow?
I might. I don't know. I might not. I might wait till after the class. But
7 days. Which you're not getting on an airplane, so at least there's that.
No, and by 7 days it will be back to normal. But yeah, you your face totally swells up. It's pretty much like literally your whole outer layer of skin fries off, falls off, and then you have this new skin layer.
I think Matt would just love for me to do that. Debbie doesn't know how beautiful she is, says Cheryl.
People say that, and I'm like, I look better than I should because I do these things. Like, you don't know how actually I look because of all the stuff I've done to my face. And I mean, I don't think I've done like a lot of women in California go way beyond what I would do.
Yeah, you've never had surgery.
No, but like after a while, it's like my sister said to me, my sister's never, well, no, that's not true. When she was younger, she had a few things done. She like showed up one day with duck lips, and then she never did it again because she was so like unhappy with the lips. Yeah. And so now she just kind of rolls her eyes at me when I do stuff. And it's nothing major.
No.
But she's like, I just think for all that money, you have to, like, if you get Botox, it lasts for 6 months. You get fillers, I don't know how long those last, maybe 8 months. She's like, you might as well just get a facelift. And that's scary. So this is supposed to be the next best thing. And it only takes 45 minutes. And you're, I guess most people do get sedated, but my friend Erin didn't.
Well, Vanessa just asked if they would sedate you for the procedure.
Most people do. You have the option, I guess. But they totally numb your face up a lot.
They numb your face a lot. All right. Well, I hope you guys have all seen the video of Debbie showing up in Oklahoma City after she had something done.
Yeah.
That was so odd. Love you, Debbie Beard.
I just remember I got off the plane and you're like, are you going to cancel the class? And I'm like, heck no. I would never do that. I just have to figure out how to do it.
Well, I was trying to figure out how we're going to tell everybody coming that they can't take pictures. Nope, you can't take pictures of Debbie either.
There's pictures. Ellie found one of them today. She was looking for something. She was looking for the picture from being on the television show on the Extreme Makeover, and she was scrolling way back, and she found the picture of me in Oklahoma, and she looks at me and she goes, what the heck is this? What happened?
She wasn't working for you at that time, was she?
Nope.
So she missed that. Oh God, that was so funny. Your poor hands too.
Yeah, my hands. Yeah.
Well, we all agree that Debbie's pretty beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so how are you doing, Debbie, over there?
I'm just making my flower.
Okay. This is the patchouli in white, you all. This is the color. Let me turn down the glare so you can see it. It's a beautiful orchid color.
That is so beautiful.
All right, so I've paired that up with the elixir in the white. Is this gorgeous color? Rob wants to know what knife you're using, Debbie. What number?
46.
Okay. And then this is the date night. Sorry, Abby's barking, you guys. Hold on. Abby. Nobody's here to grab her for me. Come here. Come here, Abby. Abby. That's a good girl. Yeah. Did you scare him? Did you scare him? Bye-bye. Yes. All right. Okay, what questions do you guys have to get the first color, Dionne? What did you use? Do you mean this right here, Pam? Because this was acrylic, and I started on this at the chapel last week when I was doing a photo shoot. The patchouli, is that the pigments you are selling now? Carissa, yes. And I did reply to your email, by the way, Carissa. I have everything you were looking for. So the pink on here, it's kind of an orchid pink. That is the patchouli mixed in white. The blue is the elixir. And the red is actually, I put it in big top so we could see what it looked as a glaze. So it looks like a little bit different texture. It looks more like an acrylic. The green is just Monet's Garden. And then the lighter red that's also in here, which I love. This is the new brush I have coming out. It's the Turquoise Iris brush. Guys, it's 1.5 inches and it's more stiff. It's a coarser bristles.
What pink is that? How did you make that pink? With
this is date night, just straight in the white.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna mix up some of that.
And then there's violaceous purple. So those of you that have been begging for a purple, we got it. Let's use some of this golden rule wax, shall we?
I think so. I think you're gonna love it.
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, it feels like my skin cream. I mean, not smells, excuse me. It feels like it on my hand.
It's buttery soft.
All right, all right. You know I love me some golden ticket.
Yep. It's the same pigments that we use for golden ticket, but with a different carrier.
Yep. So those of you that were asking earlier, these retail for $10. They are approximately 2 ounces, but with mica and pigment, sometimes certain pigments are heavier. And so if you get your jar in and it's not completely full like some of your others, it just means it's a heavier pigment. And so it doesn't fill the jar as much, right, Debbie?
That's right.
Okay.
It's so funny how some colors actually weigh more than others.
That just doesn't make much sense to my brain.
No, it's weird.
But like our silver lining looks very heavy compared to everything else.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right, I'll put my light back on. Your flower's looking lovely. Lisa says, Lolly, I have no idea what that is. Tell me, can I help you? What is the blue in the background of yours? Oh, this was actually an acrylic that this was something I did last week. This is not even blue iris, guys. But if you look, it's the exact same color as this elixir. So it's the exact same color as this. Oh my gosh, I just sprinkled that. That is so pretty. I took this little card by accident and sprinkled it, and it stuck to my flowers, and now it has this mist of that elixir all over it.
I know, I've done that. I love that. I love just taking the dry pigment and smearing it on.
Oh my gosh.
I like I make sure that my background color is dry, or I just sprinkle it and don't move it too much so that it's like this pure shot of pigment.
Well, that's fabulous. I love that. Let's get some more of that.
I know. I was thinking that maybe, like, I was curious, like, if I sprinkled pigment on and then maybe sprayed it with water or maybe liquid patina so that you just get that high intensity situation.
Yeah. We're going to try that out some more. Joe Murphy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Is Debbie's sweater on inside out? What?
No, is it? I don't think so. Yeah, it is. How'd you know?
You're so stinking cute. Someone said that you probably were smart enough to think that you didn't want to get paint on it, so you turned it inside out.
No, it's called distracted, busy. I think I've been wearing it this way all day. No, because I've taken it off a couple times. Hopefully I just put it back on wrong.
Oh my gosh,
But it
it's
wouldn't
so
be the
cute.
first
And
time.
so is your dress, for goodness sake.
This is a new dress. I'm gonna go get that turquoise dress and
Okay.
show you while my background is drying.
Okay, do that. All right, guys, I'm just taking some of that powder, and give us a few more minutes and we'll sign off. But we wanted to play a little bit tonight. Matt was gone at a baseball tournament, and Debbie was kind enough to join me tonight, and I couldn't wait to play. Tag alert, says Rob. Yep, somebody saw the light. Hi, Linda Martinez. So I have all these concoctions down here. Look, all these concoctions down here on the floor. So you guys know what I'm going to be doing for the next hour or so, right? Oh. That is what never happened. What? Oh, well, you can come closer now. So this is Monet's garden. It's dried, but that's got some white in it. I put a little bit of gold on some of my leaves. You've created a monster with canvas and Debbie, right? Melissa, they're available on most of the retailers' websites now for those that are online. They're going to be shipping within the next, I don't know, I think the two weeks or so for sure, Debbie?
Yes. So I don't know if you can see how beautiful this fabric is. It almost feels like silk, and it's got these fabric covered buttons all the way up the top. And then this can be worn as like a scarf or a belt.
It's beautiful. I love that shade of teal.
Yeah, it's really, really.
And so what's the top look like?
The top is kind of like a little hot, like it goes all the way up.
Oh, I see.
It's on the website.
Okay, I'll take a look because it wasn't there the last time I was on
it
there.
just came in yesterday, along with the one that I'm wearing right now.
Well, it is beautiful. Okay, guys, since my tripod fell apart. Sorry, I'm usually
I'm
much
gonna
better.
go grab my pigments.
Where's my cameraman, guys? Right? Where is the camera guy when I need him? They lost today. Debbie, you should be talking while I'm all messed up here.
Okay. What do you want me to talk about?
Oh, there we go.
Our mask mandate was finally lifted here.
The mask mandate?
Yeah, we were the last state. The very last one, I think.
I think you're right. So are you requiring us to wear them at the workshop, or?
We just have like a policy of being respectful to everyone's individual needs. So if, you know, we just ask people to keep their masks with them in case somebody doesn't feel comfortable and you're going to get within 3 feet, you have it handy if you want to hug them or talk to them a little closer than the social distancing. But for the most part, like, everyone is coming in without a mask and very happy not to be wearing one. So
Gotcha. Well, I think that's great. I know your outside pavilion is all going to be set up for all of us out there. We'll get some little treats and some drinks.
yeah.
Dionne, your painting reminds me of lily pad flowers. Is that what they are? Sure.
So this is, I put some date night into petticoat pink, and I've got this.
Okay. So you've got your highlighter color there.
Yeah.
You quit drinking sodas for the first time in your life. Cheryl, congrats. I know that's a really hard thing to give up. So congratulations. And that's a big thing. That's got to make you feel better. And from what I have, everybody always says they end up losing some weight. Like whether they meant to or not, you may not need to, but some people end up doing that.
Yeah. I just like I try and find something to replace whatever I'm giving up. So Cheryl, you could always try La Croche. That's a good substitute.
She means LaCroix. Right now, the bubblies, I think the bubblies have a lot more flavor, and I think they just taste better to me. I've given up the LaCroix.
Yeah. Ellie likes those bubblies too.
See, someone told me today a drink. I have coaching calls all day today, and one of the ladies said mix orange juice with almond milk with a little bit of creamer in it, and you have like a dreamsicle flavored drink.
Sounds interesting.
I know. I thought that sounded really neat because I just basically do water and bubbly and tea, and unsweet tea.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't have the LaCroix and you don't like them, says Cheryl. Yeah, I think you have to require a taste. But yeah, I had a kombucha today as well. Petal. I've never tried Petal. I'm drinking one right now. Carbonated juice. Aspartame is deadly. Yes, Carol. Bad. Aspartame is bad.
Totally bad.
One more bus in your home, Irma. I don't know, but I can't wait to meet you next week, sister. I'm so thrilled to meet you and your daughter. Thank you for coming and seeing us. Lolly says water. I roll. Everybody, I want to thank you for being here. Debbie and I was just really excited to get my samples in, and I wanted to play with them tonight. And knew you guys were wanting to see them. I've been teasing you now for like 8 months with some of these pigments, and I'll be able to ship them to you here in the next couple of weeks.
We're done? Like, I'm just getting started.
I'll leave you on here.
No.
You know what? Matt's out of town, and so somebody has to do shipping. Somebody's got to do the orders, and I know it's 9:30 here, but I still have so many hours.
Oh my goodness. 9:30.
I've got so much work to do. So anyway.
All right. Well, I guess people will have to tune in and see how this turns out.
So when can they catch you back on, Deborah Beard?
It's nerve-wracking to try and paint, like, because usually when I'm painting, I'm like, I've got a tutorial in front of me. I stop, I rewind, I look. I always try and change it a little bit. Like this one, the flowers were white, and white doesn't make me excited, so I changed it to the colors that I wanted. And I almost always do that, so I feel like I'm a little bit off. Those are so pretty.
Well, I wanted to show, like while you were talking, I wanted to show the pigment, the way that it fell, the way that kind of fell right here.
I love that. So that one that looks like water lily is the patchouli?
No, the patchouli is the light orchid color, which is most of the flower. The one that looks like water lily is the elixir.
Oh, and that's Pool Party right there. That swish in the middle is Pool Party.
Where?
Right in the middle, below the big flower, before the next flower.
That is actually the acrylic that was on here before. So no, I did not mix up Pool Party yet. I haven't even opened the thing yet. I will save this. I'm such a dork. I will save this. Because it's like a favorite. So I'm like, I'm going to save this for something really, really special.
Yeah.
And actually, maybe I need to get it out and just kind of wrap that color around these flowers. That might be really pretty, actually.
Oh, I love that combination. That's just gorgeous.
So the three that I mixed up tonight were Date Night, the Elixir, and the Patchouli, all in white to get these colors for these flowers, you all. Then I framed it with Monet's Garden and highlighted with just a beadboard, just white beadboard. It's got some gold wax on the tips of the flowers. Then the color that you're seeing back in the back, this was a canvas I started last week that I never got to over the weekend to work on. So that's just like an acrylic color. Okay. All right, Debbie, I guess I'm going to let everybody go to bed and I'm going to get to work. And you just probably ought to just sit there and have a great time painting.
Yeah, and if you guys aren't ready to get off the interwebs, my video just posted. So
they should go to the YouTubes to Debbie's Design Diary and they should click the new video. Does this wax cure the same as the other waxes? Asked Delisa.
I feel like it cures a little faster because it's so concentrated. It comes in a little container just like this. And I put it on and it dries pretty quick. So you don't really have to buff it. It stays really, really concentrated. I think it dries a little bit quicker because it's got much heavier pigmentation. To get a gold gilding wax, you've got to just saturate that wax. That's why it's in such a little jar, because it would be really expensive if we did it in our big containers. And so it's really, really saturated with pigment, and I just feel like it dries a lot faster.
Yeah, you guys, this is going to go a long ways. So when you do use this, literally, just a smidge is going to go a long ways. And since
it looks like a gold souffle. It's so soft and beautiful.
Yeah, this looks really fabulous over Monet's Garden. I have to tell you, that looks really good.
Yeah, it has that like India vibe when you put that color with gold, don't you think?
Yep. I love it. I love it. I love you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Friday night, I have two guests, two of my ladies from Empowered by Design joining me. I know you guys will show up and give them lots of love. And Debbie, you were supposed to show Dionne a new dress. Valerie, she did. You missed it. It's turquoise. It's sleeveless. It buttons up and has that little kind of an Asian inspired style. But I absolutely love it. And I'm going to have to try it on next week when I'm there.
It looks like it's got blue iris and mermaid tail and pool party and like a golden undertone. It's very, very pretty.
Lady Luck Junk says, Debbie, I really hope you don't fry your face off.
I'm definitely going to do it. The question is am I going to try and get it done before the class or after? Because really you're supposed to, like I was reading, you're supposed to like make sure that you have plenty of this aquaphor and vinegar soaks and lots of sunscreen, and your sheets have to be like, you're supposed to have super clean sheets because you don't want to infect your face, because your face is literally just peeled off. And you can't wash it for a couple of days. So yeah, if you show up and I look like hamburger meat, you'll know why.
I'm taking your picture and posting it all over the interwebs. No, I'm yeah, you do whatever you want. I'll be texting you tomorrow though to see how you are. Jamie used the wax brush, her wax brush, to apply it today, is what Lolly said. The gold. Joe says, don't do it. Wait until after the class, just in case. Jamie's face products are amazing, says Delisa. You are so brave, says Yumiko.
I'm not brave. I'm vain is what it is. Like, it's not something that I'm like, I can't wait for it to be over. I don't like people touching me. The idea of the metal contacts under the eyelids freaks me out. But I'm extremely vain. And when you are on camera for a living and you have to see your face over and over and over again, like Jamie and I were talking about that today. I sent her a picture of what I was going to do. And she's like, people give me a hard time for all the crap I do to my face, but they don't have to look at themselves constantly on camera. So that's part of it.
I would never give anybody a hard time other than I'll be like, oh gosh, are you okay? I say to each their own. Whatever you want to do, it's your body. You do what you want to do, girl. And you are absolutely beautiful. Oh. So I'm always so what's the word? It's such a compliment when someone says I look like your sister.
Yeah, I agree. It's a compliment for me. If I looked like you, I wouldn't be frying my face off. But anyway.
Some people don't get it, do they, guys? Debbie, thanks for joining me. I know this was the last minute. I just wanted somebody to hang out with. And I thought, well, who better than someone that knows these pigments better than I do? So anyway, right, Carol? She says, that's why I'm not on camera. Yeah, it's a hard thing to get used to. And someone will send you a picture or something, and all you'll see, like all I could see was like this part of my face. And I'm like, why did you take that picture of me? And why would you send it to me? Delete it. Oh, that's just the way that it is. That's the way it is. Thank you guys. Everybody have a great night. I will see you back on Friday night. And Debbie, I will see you in 1 week.
Yeah, and if you're close to San Diego or driving distance or want a little weekend vacation, come out and see us. We have a few tickets left, right, Dionne?
Yep, we do. We have some for the we have 1 or 2 for the VIP night, maybe just 1 for the VIP. And then we have a few for the general admission, which will be a 3 to 4 hour class on Saturday.
I might even try and paint a flower on a piece of furniture. I'm not promising, but I might. I keep practicing so that I might get the courage to do that. We'll see.
I'm planning on painting a bird of paradise.
I love it.
Since I did one recently, I had so much fun with it. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing this when I'm in San Diego. For sure. So that's what I plan on doing. So whenever you get that piece of furniture, send it to me so I have an idea.
Okay.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You hang tight, Debbie.